I think it's better than crossing it over.
Okay.
Lure operator, handles, are you ready? Hello.
Operator. Well, let me tell you, it's not an easy job. I've been doing this for almost 25 years, and it's still a challenge. Every time I put my thumb on this button, I realize that I can make or break a field trial. Even worse, a dog. Being a lure operator is a big responsibility. You're an important part of the field trial committee. Therefore, you're counted on to put out an efficient and safe field trial. Notice the emphasis on the word safe. You, more than any other member of the field committee, are responsible for the safety of the dogs as they run the course. You're in charge of the action. How you act and react to the pursuing hounds is vitally important. Talk about a few things that you need to know. The American Sighthound Field Association, or ASFA, spells out the basics in this rule book. It's all
Chapter 2, Section 5. Get your own copy and learn what each member of the field committee is required to do. The rules are simple. The lure operator is a member of the field committee. The lure operator must lay out the course according to the approved plan. The lure operator will make at least one pilot run of the lure before the first course of the day, preferably with a test hound. The lure operator will start the lure at the signal of the huntmaster and stop the lure at the end at least 20 yards away from the lure machine, if possible. The lure operator is supposed to keep the lure 10 to 30 yards in front of the lead hound at all times once the course begins, and keep it going in the planned direction until the course is completed. The lure operator must stop the lure at the signal of the huntmaster or the judges. The lure operator shall stop the lure at any time a hound gets caught in the string or any other dangerous or potentially dangerous situation develops. The rules also say the lure operator will not operate the lure for any stake where any hound he or she owns, co-owns, or lives with is entered. The same operator must run the lure for the entire stake he or she started. Those are the rules.
But there's a lot more to be learned. Some of it comes naturally, because being a good operator is a talent, possibly an art. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Learn how to be a good lure operator. Stand in the field with an experienced lure operator and watch the equipment and operation. Watch and listen carefully. After you decide it looks easy, try it yourself at a practice session. Try to get a feel for how the machine responds to acceleration, speed, drag, and being jogged or pushing the button up and down a few times. Try it with one hound at a time until you feel confident that you can keep the lure a proper distance ahead. For how to lead hounds safely around turns, and where to stop the lure at the end of a course. If you feel confident, try it some more with 2, then 3 hounds at practices. It won't take long to get the hang of it. Most hounds need time to react to a turn. Novice operators can cause severe injury to hounds by not leading them into and through turns safely. Now this takes practice and is the most important skill you need to learn. Bring the lure well ahead of the leading hound before a turn pulley, and then slow it after the pulley to give the hound a chance to react. If the lure's distance ahead of the hound is too great, the hound might unsight. Jog the lure a few times. Hopefully the hound will see it moving and respond. Different breeds have different running styles and abilities to react to turns and topography. Learn these patterns during practices. To stop the lure a safe distance from the lure machine. The rule book says 20 yards. The rule book says 20 yards.
No.
If you've been coursing your own hounds, you've probably seen a hound get a leg or a bit of its coat caught in the line during practice or in a trial. Stop the lure anytime you suspect the dog is caught in a string. Something is caught when you see the lure or string bobbing up and down with the stride of a hound. If it is caught in the string, quickly take the line off the reel or cut it as fast as you can. A sharp pocket knife is a valuable tool. You should have one with you and ready for instant use.
Before you operate the lure at a practice or field trial, walk the course to become familiar with the course layout, the terrain, and any unusual situations.
Make at least one pilot run to get the feel of the equipment and the location of the pulleys. Be sure you are situated so you can see the lure at every point on the course. Be attentive at all times. Be ready to do your job. Be aware of the importance of your responsibilities. Remember that you control the lure and the lure controls the hounds. It's your job to operate the lure for the lead hound, which is not, by the way, the hound that is cutting the corner to intercept the lure. It is the hound that is following the lure and working it into the corner.
It is. Lure operator, handlers, you ready? Tally ho!
Your instinct will be to speed the lure ahead of the cutting hound. Don't do it. It is better to slow the lure, letting the lead hound react and the cutting hound overrun the cut corner, forcing it to come back on course in a trailing position. Cutting hounds are your biggest challenge. Don't let them win by forcing you to take the other hounds out of the picture. Sometimes the cutting hound will put on the brakes right in the lure's line of travel. Now in this case, it can be better to let him catch the lure. Try to get at least one dog in each course to react to every turn. If all the dogs are running down the center of the course, the lure may be too far away. Or maybe they're all just crazy. One of the great things about lure operating is that each course of hounds is a new experience. Learn from it. Lord knows I've made mistakes, and you will too. But learn from your experiences, and you'll be better next time. Try to be receptive to constructive criticism from other lure operators, from members of the field committee, judges, and handlers. Try to understand their concerns and consider them carefully. Remember, lure operation education is a continuous learning process, and one that hopefully you will accept as a great challenge. Cutting hounds are your biggest challenge. Hounds are your biggest challenge. Cutting hounds are your biggest challenge. Hounds are your biggest challenge. I'm glad you want to try it. And I know a dog that will drive you right up the wall.